Gwendoline Brooks, the first black winner of the Pulitzer Prize for Literature, was most famous for her poem We Real Cool, about youngsters outside a pool hall she called the Golden Shovel. Terrance Hayes was so inspired by this that he wrote his poem, The Golden Shovel, where you could read Gwendoline's poem by reading down the final words in each line of Terrance's, so that a new form was born, The Golden Shovel. Immigrant by John O'Connor is a golden shovel inspired by Carl Sandburg's Subway from Chicago Poems. Immigrant. Most nights Dad'd be down at the sixpenny bit, wedged between shot glasses, a forest of flannel, and the world's saddest jukebox leaning against the back wall. A small circle of followers mingling their shadows into his circle of darkness, where he'd sit like a Shanachie, the tribal storyteller with his rusty iron tongue, an illiterate man expounding the laws of immigrant life, insisting discrimination against the Irish was different, that famine hunger was more hungry. The fist-thick brogues joining their voices in agreement, their leader, haloed in cigarette glow, rising to mock heroic expostulation. This was the only place where the man with the second-grade education could ply these stories, as worn as the grooves of the ancient 45s dropping on the jukebox. Another waif airing his grievances into a glass. How hard for the poor to live like men. The night of his wake, I walked around the funeral home with his mass card in my hand. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Hunched under the sodium vapour streetlights he installed, and read the prayer he chose, though he never learned to read. How humble and frail he looked in the casket, Big Mike with the broad shoulders, the man of smashed furniture violence, who couldn't throw punches at the world, so he saved his anger for home, his wife and kids running for their lives, ducking the buckle of the work pants belt and the derisive laughter of neighbours. It's taken nearly 20 years for our stories to modulate into legend, our uneasy memories into tearless toil. Subway by Carl Sandburg. Down between the walls of shadow, where the iron laws insist, the hunger voices mock. The worn, wayfaring men with the hunched and humble shoulders throw their laughter into toil. And the grandmother of them all, We Real Cool by Gwendoline Brooks. The pool players, 7 at the Golden Shovel. We real cool, we left school, we lurk late, we strike straight, we sing sin, we thin gin, we jazz June, we die soon.